Hey, it's John from stopsaving.com and welcome to the next video in our course, Technical Analysis Simplified. In this video, we'll unleash the power of simple trend lines and learn how to use them to help you decide when to buy and sell an investment. So without further ado, let's jump in. Now in this video, you'll learn two things. First, how to draw trend lines on a price chart, and second, how to use trend lines to help you decide when to buy or sell. So first things first, what exactly are trend lines? Well, as the name suggests, these are lines on a chart that plot the trend of an investment, whether that trend is up or down. An upward trend line shows the price trending higher, and it connects two or more higher lows in the price. And a downward trend shows the price trending lower. This one connects two or more lower highs. And this brings us to our next question on trend lines, which is, how do you draw trend lines on a price chart? Well, there are three ways to do it. The first is that you could connect the price wicks, or each low or high. Or you could connect the candle closes. And then there's the third way, which I think is the most practical way, which is to simply get a line of best fit. In other words, you might connect some combination of wicks and closes so you get a straight line. Now this way seems to make a lot of sense because you'll never get perfect trend lines on a chart. And another thing to note is that the more touch points you have on a trend line, the better. So let's see what trend lines look like in reality. Here we have the Nasdaq 100, and that's ticker NDQ in TradingView, and I'm using the 1 week chart. One thing that's important here is that I'm using what's called a log chart or logarithmic chart. I'll show you how to set up a log chart in TradingView in the TradingView overview at the end of this course. But for now, just know that log charts are generally much better to use for longer term timeframes. This is because log charts reflect the percentage changes in price rather than the dollar or point amount. So think of it like this. If the Nasdaq went up by 1,000 points from an initial value of 10,000 points, it would be a 10% increase. On a log chart, that increase would be represented by the same vertical distance as if the Nasdaq increased by 100 points from an initial value of 1,000 points, which is also a 10% increase. This way, the log chart accurately represents the relative or percentage changes in price rather than the absolute dollar amount of changes. So with that out the way, here's an upward trend line in white, which connects a series of higher lows all the way back to 2011. Now, it's remarkable how this trend line has held up for so long. If you'd bought the Nasdaq whenever it got close to that trend line in the past, you'd have done very well for yourself. Not to mention, buying near the bottom of an upward trend can also give you good reward potential for your level of risk. Because if the trend line does break after you buy in, you can sell your position for a relatively small loss. And here's an example of that with a smaller trend line in grey. Notice how the price bounced off of it for quite a while, but when it finally broke, the index had a big fall. That would have been a good time to consider selling and taking profits on your trade, or possibly going short to profit from the downside move. The Nasdaq then moved in a downtrend, the teal line here connecting lower highs. Of course, once it broke the downtrend, it went up pretty quickly after that, as you can see. So it would have been a good time to buy the Nasdaq. Of course, you can see trend lines on just about any asset, and Bitcoin is no exception. Here, I'm using the Bitcoin 1 week chart, And again, I'm using a log scale to focus on percentage changes rather than the absolute dollar amount. Here's a very simple long-term trendline strategy that would have worked wonders with Bitcoin. Buy when the downtrend breaks, like it did these times, and then sell when the uptrend breaks, like it did these times. Note that you'll want to see an actual candle closure below or above a trend line for it to break. That way you can be sure it's actually broken and is not just a fake out. Another way to trade trend lines is to buy or sell on trendline retests. And here's an example of this using the US dollar index or DXY 1 week log chart. Notice this downward trend line in 2020, which broke to the upside in early 2021. But the price didn't blast higher straight away. It first went back down to retest the trend line from the other side. And at that point, a savvy trader might have bought the retest. Now, as a side note, notice how the index formed a massive W bottom reversal pattern. Again, W patterns are one of the most powerful trading tools around, and by the end of this course, you'll know how to spot them and trade them like a pro. And here's an upward trend line in gray. Now, if you zoom in closely over here, you can see that after the index broke the trend line, it then quickly wicked higher to retest it the next week. That would have been an excellent time to short the index with good risk to reward. Because if that green candle happened to close the week back above the trend line, instead of getting rejected by it, you'd have known to get out of your short position quickly. And here's another example in teal. This trend line lasted much longer. Again, look at how perfectly the index retested it and then got rejected back down. Keep in mind that you won't always see trend lines get retested so perfectly, but if you do, it can be a great trading opportunity. Now, as you can imagine, trading the US dollar index based on simple trend lines would have been a lot easier than trying to predict what would happen to American interest rates and inflation over the past few years. Not only that, but it would have been a lot more profitable too. Just remember what Bernard Baruch said in the early 1900s. Show me the chart and I will tell you the news. So let's now look at the key takeaways of this video. Number 1, trend lines can be useful tools to show the momentum of an investment and when that momentum breaks. 2, when you draw a trend line, connect a line between at least 2 points on a price chart and use log charts for longer term trend lines. 3, an upward trend line connects higher lows and a downward trend line connects lower highs. And finally, number 4, wait for candle closures above or below a trend line to confirm a break, and a retest is even better if you get one. So that's trend lines. These are simple yet powerful tools if you use them correctly. But we're only just getting started. In the next video, we'll learn all about support and resistance, the next important piece in the technical analysis puzzle. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.